Welcome to another episode of Elite Movement Systems. Here are 6 key aspects of training that you need in any staple program. When it comes to starting the gym or being an early intermediate, we have to look at exercises that will give the best bang for our buck. We don't need 20 exercises to have a good workout. We just need 6 simple exercises or a variation of them exercises, and keeping it simple, keep it minimalist, and here are the exercises. Now the first variation is going to be a squat variation. So anything that you can do, if you have the adequate mobility, try and do a squat variation. This can also include a leg press if you feel like you cannot or do not have the mobility to squat. Now with squatting, it is a technique and it's a skill, and I have said this in previous videos. So it's about how you can regress the exercise to make it a little bit easier on yourself. So for example, if you get under a bar, you can't hit depth, your ankles come up, your heels come up, then we can regress the exercise. So if you're a true beginner, how I would do if you do not have the mobility is start with a goblet squat and work your way up. The bar is 20 kilos, but with a goblet squat you hold it in front of you with a dumbbell, and this will probably be the best way to work up to a squat. So instead of getting straight under the bar with no mobility, then just do goblet squats. Now I don't know about you, but coaching a hip hinge is one of the hardest things to do as a coach, and that is going to be the second variation, will be some sort of hinge movement. So that could be a deadlift, it could be an RDL. Stick to an RDL or a deadlift using dumbbells. Now with a hip hinge, what I would say and how I would do it, get your the outside of your hands, put them in your groin and try and think of squeezing them together. A lot of people can't get the hips back and load the hamstrings and the glutes. They kind of like come forward like this and they just can't hip hinge, and it looks something like this rather than coming out here and hinging. Now once you learn that movement, load up your hamstrings. You can do body weight, but in the house or something, just practice. So again, in your groin here, and then just squeeze them together, and that is the best way how I've taught people how to hip hinge. And when you get that, get your dumbbells, you come all the way up, hinge, down here, load them hamstrings, load them glutes, and there's your hip hinge. The next movement is a horizontal press. So this can be a chest press, it can be a bench press, a dumbbell press, anything along those lines, an incline press. But if you're a true beginner, I would probably start out with a dumbbell press with whatever weight. Learn how to tuck your elbows in and you'll learn that movement, really feel it in your chest. If you're strong enough to go straight to bench press, then that's completely fine, do that, and that is your horizontal press or a chest press. You don't need anything else. As a powerlifter, or as a former powerlifter, I'm very biased to the bench press. I still bench, but there are other exercises that you can do: a dumbbell press, a chest press, hammer press, or you can even do an incline press. Really, probably the incline press is probably going to be better, but I'm biased, so I like the bench press. The next movement is a horizontal pull. So this is your row variation. Now, as I'm in a garage gym, I don't have a cable row machine, and that'll be a good thing to use, would be a cable row. But if you can't, you can do a dumbbell row, a one arm row, which is a little bit more stable, or you could do pendlay rows, any sort of row, a barbell or a dumbbell. Again, you can start with dumbbells. The next exercise is a vertical push. So a vertical push is anything going overhead, so like a shoulder press, or again a hammer press if you've got one of those in your gym, a cable machine. Anything that will go over your head, an overhead press, will be perfect. And last but not least is a vertical pull. So a vertical pull is a pull-up, assisted pull-ups, lat pull down machine, anything like that, that is a vertical pull. So if you're not strong enough to do pull-ups, you can learn to do pull-ups with assisted stuff. I have also got a program on my strength book to learn your first pull-up, but you can also use a lat pull down machine. Now they're not going to be as good as pull-ups in my opinion, but as a beginner you want to learn that movement where you're squeezing your back together. So if you want programming, have a look on my strength book. It's £19 a month. I have all the exercises in there that you can do, beginner programs, intermediate programs. So if you do want to start getting into the gym, the link is in the description. Hope you liked the video, and I will see you next time.